Caveboy Chapter 11. If you remember from Chapter 10, Iggy and Hubba had returned to the village with the special stank wort, and they'd managed to squeeze some of the juice from the plant into Hammerhead's mouth while he was lying on his deathbed. In the meantime, Borg had decided that he was going to be the new chief, but the danger is that the No-Necks are coming to attack the village. Chapter 11. Run for your lives. Truth to tell, it had been many years since the Urks had fought a real battle. The last was the Battle of Urk Bottom in 10,067 BC, which was a famous victory over the Mumsy tribe, though only the elders could remember it. At times like this, the tribe needed a leader who was bold, fearless, and an axe-wielding maniac. Sadly, Hammerhead was not available, and they had to make do with Borg. "What shall we do? Tell us," they begged. "Do?" said Borg, glancing anxiously back down the valley. "You're our chief. Lead us to battle." "Are you out of your tiny minds?" replied Borg. "They are No-Necks, savages. I could get killed." "But chief, what are our orders?" asked Oric. "Do what you like," snapped Borg. "I'm going while there's still time." As he pushed his way through the crowd, the Urks dissolved in panic. "Flee!" they cried. "Flee to the hills! Flee to the forest! Flee to the flea side!" In seconds, everything was thrown into chaos. People ran blindly to and fro, screaming and bumping into each other. Men hurried back to their caves to fetch whatever they could carry. Women scooped up crying infants in their arms and bellowed the names of children out playing on the hill. One of the elders woke up and wondered if the world was coming to an end. Amid all the confusion, somebody climbed onto a rock and yelled so loud that it stopped everyone in their tracks. "Wait!" Iggy blinked, surprised to find he suddenly had the attention of the whole tribe. He realised he hadn't the faintest idea what he was going to say. "What are you doing?" hissed Hubba. "Get down!" "Just back me up," said Iggy. He cleared his throat. "Listen," he said. "Why are you acting as if you're afraid?" "We're not acting," shouted an old man. Iggy continued. "This is our valley, our home. Are we just going to give it up without a fight?" "What else can we do?" cried a woman, holding a baby. "They are No-Necks, giants." "They're not giants," replied Iggy. "I've seen them. They're not much bigger than me." Hubba was going to point out that this wasn't strictly true, but thought better of it. "We are Urks," shouted Iggy. "Never in our lives have we run from anyone. Who will stand with me? Who is with me?" His words were met by the sound of shuffling feet. Only Hubba's hand rose slowly in the air. Iggy caught sight of his dad trying to sneak away at the back. "We're wasting our time," said Oric. "We can't fight them. We'll be cut to pieces." "Not if we're ready," answered Iggy. "Not if we work together." "How?" asked Oric. Iggy took a deep breath. "Listen, I've got an idea." That did it. People groaned and turned their backs. Iggy's shoulders drooped as he watched his audience melt away. He suddenly felt overcome with tiredness. After all, what did he know about fighting an invasion? He was only a boy. Whoomp! The ground shook like an earthquake. For a moment, Iggy thought the No-Necks had arrived. Then he turned to see the standing stone had toppled forward. There was only one man strong enough to have pushed it, and he stood before them, wild-eyed and pale as a ghost. Chief Hammerhead raised a finger and pointed at them accusingly. His voice rumbled like thunder. "We are Urks. We fight like men. Listen to the boy." Having spoken these words, he swayed, putting out a hand to steady himself, before collapsing like a tower of porridge.